Welcome to The Real. Ladies, our premiere show yesterday was so much fun. I am so happy to be here with you. I'm so giddy about it. Should we get into some girl chat?
Yes, we're so
All right.
happy to have you.
Thank you. I have to say, even though we're all excited to be here, the world is mourning the life and the legacy of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, RBG. You know, she was better known for that. And listen, she was a trailblazer. She was the second woman appointed to the Supreme Court. She loved women, supported women for equal rights, and we're really gonna miss her. And I really wanna start off with a quote that she said, and I wanna read it to you so I don't mess it up. Women belong in all places where decisions are made.
Yes.
How about that? How do you guys feel about this and when you heard the news of her passing?
The Notorious RBG. I'm actually really sad that I was so late in watching her documentary, which was incredible. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. And I just really was inspired by the fact that she was someone that fought for what she believed in. And more than anything, that she really, really fought for women and minorities. And I think we're obviously so sad to see her go, but she leaves behind such an incredible legacy, and that it's now our turn to pick up where she left off.
My favorite part about her story is that her husband used his privilege as a man to break down the barriers for her to be seen and heard.
Yes.
And that is an example of the right way to use the privileges that we should be aware of today.
Mm-hmm. And you know,
Absolutely.
the thing about her is that she
lawyer
wasn't a
as well.
perfect person. Yes, her beloved Marty. That's what she called it. If you haven't seen the RBG documentary, please go see it. It's something worth watching.
Incredible.
But she wasn't a perfect person either. I remember when she criticized Colin Kaepernick and the NFL for taking a knee. And when she was asked about it later, she actually apologized because she said she didn't realize the importance of it, and she should have never commented that way. And I think that that's important, that in life we make mistakes, we make comments, but to be able to apologize and say, I was wrong about it, that just shows you the type of woman that she was. The fear now is what is going to happen to fill that seat.
Right.
And that's where everybody is really like going, because right now President Trump has said that he may have a nominee, he may name a nominee by this Friday or Saturday. A lot of people feel that it's being hypocritical to do that because Senator Mitch McConnell, this was when Barack Obama had a seat that was supposed to be filled. They actually blocked it. And so and the reason being is that because they felt that it was too close to the election, they felt that the American people should be allowed to have a hand in it. So now that the Republicans are in charge of the Senate, it seems kind of like hypocritical to say we're gonna rush a candidate through.
Absolutely.
I couldn't agree with that, the fact that it's hypocritical, because in 2016, like you said, they wouldn't let Barack Obama do it. So now Trump gets to do it. And this, if Trump does elect another person for the justice, that will be his third person during his first term that he has appointed to the Justice Supreme, to the courts. And that's scary to me. That's scary to me. And I really feel like you should wait. It's not that many days. It's like 45 days until the election. Why don't we wait? And also, just to honor RBG's request that they not, fill her seat until the next president. So I think if nothing at all, they should honor her last wish.
Well, I think it's important to address the reason why people want them to wait and why people are fearful that President Trump would actually place somebody in this space. Specifically, obviously, people are concerned about Roe v. Wade. It's now up in the air. And I think they're just fearful that having so many conservatives will have it overturned.
Well, there's some things that the Democrats can do if a conservative is placed in that seat. One, they can actually because it's not in the Constitution how many justices you can have. In the history of Supreme Court justices, there have been as little as 5 or 6. So you can have maybe like up to 10. So the Democrats could actually extend the pool of Supreme Court justices. But this is another reason why it's so important to vote. And we're going to be talking a lot about voting today because, the replacement and who's going to replace and just having your Senate seat filled. This is why it's so important. That 2016 election was so pivotal for us. But now in 2020, we can also have a voice. And I always tell people, keep hope alive, but you got to vote.
Well, you guys, guess what today is? It's National Voter Registration Day. Yes. Woo! That's why we're going to continue to talk about why voting is so important. That registering for it has its own day. Did you guys know that? I didn't even know that until this year, not gonna lie. And you guys, we're gonna actually make it super easy for you. Take out your phone right now. And now you are going to text the word REAL to 40649. Again, all you have to do is text the word REAL to 40649. We've got it up on the screen.
Yes.
Ooh, you guys. And actually, you will get a text back with a link to headcount.org. They're a nonpartisan, nonprofit that registers and turns out voters. I just got it right now. So there you can register to vote, check out your voter registration status, or get any other information that you need all in one place.
Yes. And even if you voted last year, it's still very important to check your registration status. People get purged off the voters' rolls all the time. You can even request an absentee ballot. And if you'd rather vote by mail, when you text the word REAL to 40649, just make sure you read your ballot directions and fill it out correctly and submit it as early as you can. Give it to the post office or take it there and in time so that it gets to the right destination. I mean, you want to be counted.
I mean, we all see how the government directly impacts our lives right during this pandemic. So make sure you use your voice. And remember, we're not just voting for the president on November 3rd. We're also voting in our local and our state elections and for our Congress peoples and our senators too. So deciding which party controls the House and the Senate is very important. Now, once you've registered, do a little research about who's on your ballot, people.
Yes.
Look at their history, the issues that they support. If y'all can surf on the internets, you can surf these websites and find out, who you need to vote for, all right? Your opinion matters. And one more time, just text the word REAL to 40649. You're one step closer to casting a ballot in November.
You know what, ladies? We have to talk about this. These beautiful necklaces that we're wearing that spells out vote. We are wearing glamour, but we're making sure that you want to vote. So it makes a statement.
Exactly. Now, we all know voting is super important, now more than ever especially. So spread the word with this dainty 10-karat gold vote necklace from personalized jewelry retailer, jeweler.com. It comes in your choice of yellow, white, or Aid's favorite, rose gold. And guess what, everybody at home? Jeweler.com wants you to bring the style and activism to your next outfit like us. So go to thereal.com for your chance to win a vote necklace. Congrats.
That is great. I love these necklaces. You see, I got all my vote stuff on. I'm like, yes, all right.
Girl, you sure do.
My God.
Love this.
Okay, now, ladies, there's something else that's been getting a lot of attention. There are these two ladies. Did y'all hear about the two ladies that set up they bought like 92 or 96 acres of land.
Yeah.
It was 19 families that got together. Their names are Ashley Scott and Renee Walters, and they decided to pull together these black families, and they're going to make their own town, and it's called Freedom, Georgia. Now, Ashley says it's about having a place where you can be authentically black, unapologetically black, and not be judged. They will welcome everyone once they build it all up. But you have to understand, this will be a pro-Black town. And this came out of seeing the deaths of George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor. And so this is just something that's different, that they're building their whole town. It's going to take some time to do it. But what do you ladies think about this, building your own town?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it because it gives you a sense of community and you know who your community is. I know they're building a lake so that they can actually, go fishing and have food, sustainable food. I think it's a great way to let people feel like they're in a safe environment, that their people get them. As much as I'm excited about it, I'm a little sad that we actually have to do that in order to feel like we have a sense of community, in order to feel safe and knowing who's in our community. But at the same time, I think, why not? We have little Italy, we have little Haiti, we have Koreatown in certain places. Why not have a Black community that's for us?
I hear you, Garcelle, but the only thing is, at first, initially, I was for it too. But then I realized, just like freedom of speech, even though it seems like such a beautiful, wonderful right, I actually realized that people that are within the KKK or white supremacist groups that freely, openly say their racist slander is actually a freedom of speech too. So when you can open up a community like this, that means that other people that are against Blacks or maybe against Asians can also open up a community like this. So I don't know if it's the long-term solution. So for me, I really would rather use my time and my money and my efforts to go and really continue to fight against the systemic racism that still exists, the redlining, banning no-knock warrants, all of those things, because I don't know if segregating a community to that belief is not going to open it up for those idiots out there who would do the same for their beliefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I get what the both of you are saying in the sense of, it's scary to think that segregation would start again. But just keeping it real and not thinking about the whole world, if it made my child and my family feel safe to be in a community of where I know that my children are going to be okay and that they're not going to be shot by the police, I would want to be a part of something like this.
And just remember, there have been Black cities before towns. Rosewood, 1923, but it was burned down by white aggressors. That's my only fear, that if you have something like this, you're going to have evil that may hurt them. So.
You invite them, yes, of course.